Lakers Nation, what is going on? So it's Mr. 81 here back with a new video on today's channel, and it is day 30th as I continue to post 365 days on this channel. So shout out to you guys. I'm going to try my best to respond to all your comments, if not some of them. But yeah, man, been on the grind. Haven't went a day without, posting any videos. But I love you guys. It means a lot to me. And also, it's trade season, one of my favorite times of the year. Because guess what? The February 6th trade deadline is approaching in like 6 days. So it just feels like Christmas. This is the right time. But man, oh man, I'm getting so frustrated, talk about, trades and players being linked to the Los Angeles Lakers. And we don't get some of these players, if not none of them. But obviously, the Lakers do need some upgrades at the center position, especially with Anthony Davis going down. And he's going to be reevaluated in like 1 week. Doesn't mean he's going to come back in 1 week, because they did say that he was, checked up from, the team doctors and the medical staff. But he did go down in the first quarter, the other game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Only had like 4 points in 10 minutes. So he was dealing with the abdominal muscle strain, which is concerning. But at least he's going to be missing, tonight's game against the Washington Wizards. Obviously, we got the New York Knicks, and I'm pretty sure we got the Los Angeles Clippers. And then lastly, we do got the Golden State Warriors at home to wrap up, the road trip against the LA Clippers. But the Lakers, the record is 26-19. We're the fifth seed of Western Conference, or 6-4 in the last 10 games, and currently on a 1-game losing streak. But hopefully, Jackson Hayes can hold it down tonight, because he's going to be out Anthony Davis. He's going to be starting, taking his place at that role. But it's very frustrating because Jackson Hayes, he's just not it. Can't grab a rebound, not the greatest shot blocker. Doesn't know how to grab, the ball with two hands. Just doesn't make the second effort and gets, lost on defense. So I just feel like the Lakers do need some upgrades at that position. You're going with, Trey Jemison on a two-way contract. Christian Koloko, yes, he could say he's better than Jackson Hayes, but that's not saying a whole lot. And I feel like the front office being, very cheap, relying on players that are not fully developed, G League players. You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, so we just got a recent report involving Myles Turner from NBA Central on their Twitter page, and it says that the Lakers are the favorites to land Myles Turner per Bovada official. And the Lakers are minus 120. The Sacramento Kings are plus 325. The Dallas Mavericks are plus 600. The Golden State Warriors are plus 600. And lastly, the Miami Heat are plus 650. If you can go get Myles Turner, then go get him. I think he would push the Lakers into, championship contenders, put us over the top. That's just my personal opinion. The Lakers should have had him, a couple years ago, especially when we were going to send Russell Westbrook and, draft compensation, get Myles Turner, Buddy Hield. But guess what happened? Our owner, Jeannie Buss, decided to veto that trade because they wanted to see how Darvin Ham could use Russell Westbrook. And we all knew Russell Westbrook just wasn't a great fit. I think that's actually stupid. And we would be discussing about getting a center, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to learn from your mistakes, and just kicks us in our butt. But I do digress. If you can get a third team involved, then so be it. If you can, include Rui Hachimura, he's under contract 2 years, $17 million. I'm pretty sure next year will be expiring. But if you can include him, maybe a Jane Hufacino. The Lakers did decide to decline his team option, to not pick it up, so it's going to be expiring. If you can include him and draft compensation, then so be it. But it is what it is. I know people want to talk about the Lakers tax. Oh, it's real. But who cares? If you got to pay a tax and make it extra, then so be it. Really trying to win an NBA championship. At least compete, because we still got LeBron James, Anthony Davis. The window's almost closing. It's not yet, but we don't know how they're going to be in the next, couple years, especially LeBron and him being age 40, year 22. Also, Anthony Davis indicated that he wants to play the 4. He's best at the 4. That's how I won the championship in the bubble, running a 3 big man, lineup in the rotation: JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis. You get what I'm trying to say? He doesn't want to play the 5, 40 minutes a night. But the first apron, obviously, the Lakers are in. And obviously, the cap and stuff like that. But the salary cap is going to, go up. Myles Turner, it is a risk because he's going to become unrestricted free agent. But if the Lakers can exceed, the cap, then so be it. LeBron James was willing to take a pay cut in the summer for DeMar DeRozan, Klay Thompson, Jonas Valanciunas. You don't think he'll do that for Myles Turner? I think that's actually crazy. But Myles Turner, he's young. He's 28 years of age. He can help us for now, but also for the next, 4, 5, 6 seasons post LeBron. And I know, the Lakers did offer for, Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz, but Danny Ainge, it just seems like he's really reluctant to trade Walker Kessler and get off those 2 first-round picks. And they're probably going to want Dalton Connect. So I'm not giving up Dalton Connect and 2 first-round picks. That is actually highway, robbery. You're pretty much giving up 3 first-round picks if you actually think about it. So I think they stalled. Obviously, there's been some reports that, they did take him off, the trade market. I don't really believe it because I keep hearing all these rumors or reports. But maybe it's just they're not getting the deal that they wanted. But even dating back into the offseason 2024, I really don't understand why they wanted to, trade Walker Kessler. He's young. He's like 23 years old, and he just fits their timeline. They're trying to tank, and they're not trying to win basketball games, but you just know how Danny Ainge is as a owner or GM, whatever the case may be. But the Lakers, they got to do something now, not wait till, the trade deadline. But I just want to make this update and make it clear because it's very frustrating having to come on here and talk about it every single day. But that's my job, to post content, not only post content that I love, but also post videos that you guys love. So comment down, let me know. But there's just no word on Christian Wood also. There's just no update. It's very frustrating because we could have used him, but Jared Vanderbilt did miss the last game against the Philadelphia 76ers. They would want to play him back-to-back, games and stuff like that. So they're trying to keep him healthy, be precautious, but we'll see what happens. But the Lakers' record is 26-19. We're the 5th seed, so we're 7 games over 500. We're 6-4 in the last 10 games, currently on a 1-game losing streak. But today we do got, the Washington Wizards on the road in D.C. They're a horrible basketball team for a reason. They're dead last in the Eastern Conference. They're probably the worst team in the league. They're the 15th seed. They're 6-40. They're 0-10 the last 10 games, and they're currently on a 15-20 game losing streak. So we better not lose to the Washington Wizards, because if we do, then you might get a crash out video later on today. But Myles Turner, he's on his final year of his deal, 2 years, $40 million. And he's going to become unrestricted free agent this summer. He's making around $20 million, so that's his annual salary expiring. But the Indiana Pacers are still on the fine about meeting Turner's reported $30 million asking price. So pretty much they could lose him for nothing. They want to get, the best, return. And I think it's their best decision to do, obviously, in the trade deadline, because he's going to be a pending free agent. At least get something out of it and communicate, at least do your due diligence. But Myles Turner, I think it's a dream. I think it's a pipe. Can it happen? Sure. Is it realistic? Maybe. And the reason why I say maybe is because he's been linked to the Lakers for some time, and the fact that he's due for a new contract. But obviously, the salary cap is going to go up. But Myles Turner, he's a stretch 5. He could definitely, shoot the 3, space out the floor, and can defend out in the interior, in the paint. Like, can you imagine having him? And when Anthony Davis does come back, obviously, hopefully next week, especially if it's only 1 week, but most likely he's probably going to be out for the next 2 weeks. That's just my personal opinion. But can you imagine having Anthony Davis and Myles Turner in the front court? That's probably one of the best, front courts in the league. But the Lakers, they got to, make a trade. No excuses. The ball is on their court, especially Rob Pelinka, our GM, and Jeannie Buss. But, it is a risk. Sometimes you got to take a risk in life. It's the business, the NBA at the end of the day. But I think if the Lakers were to trade for Myles Turner, then they'll communicate and try to work out a new deal, especially in the offseason, if he does want to stay on this team. But he's 6'11", weighs about 250 pounds with a 7'4" wingspan. That is actually ridiculous. And he did have a very good game last night against the Detroit Pistons. I'm pretty sure they did win. The final score was 133-119. So it was on the road. Actually, no, it was not on the road. It was at home. My apology. But Myles Turner did drop 24 points. He did have 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Didn't have no blocks, but he was a +9 on the court, shooting 50% from the field, 5 of 10 from the field. and 4 of 6 from the 3-point line, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, 1 offensive rebound, 6 defensive rebounds in 29 minutes. So that is very good. But also, I do want to show you his stat sheet. So he's averaging 15.6 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Shooting 48% from the field. Right, 43 games played, 43 starts, playing 31.1 minutes a night, shooting 40% from 3 on 5.2 attempts per game, shooting 75.4% from the free throw line on 3.2 attempts per game. But he is, a very good 3-point shooter, a pretty good, rebounder. You know what's crazy? I feel like people used to create narratives, even including me, that Myles Turner was injury prone, but I haven't, seen people talk about it. But that was, very interesting. That's something that I really wanted to point out in today's video. But I also got to show you his stats overall. So against the Pistons, 24 points. Against the Spurs, 14. Spurs twice, 14. 76ers, 18. Then against the Pistons again, January 16, 28. So that's a stat sheet. That's all I got for today's video. I'm going to keep repeating it. Make sure you guys like the video so my channel can grow to get it to more people. And yeah, man, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you guys get notified whenever it drop future content. But I'm out of here. Peace.